Test. It's working. Hello, peeps. Welcome back. Welcome back. Sorry, checking some things. Hey guys, what's up? Good to see you guys back. Hopefully you had a long week, good long weekend. Guys, we are in the thick of drawdown right now. We're in the thick of the drawdown right now. The strategy was so close to taking a long into this massive euro run. Where did that go? So it's going to be very interesting to see where we end up here. The gold account, though, has been absolutely cranking. I wish I would have just had the full funded account working on the gold, because that, like, let's see if it closed. I mean, look at this trade. Look at this automated trade that it took. It's up 1,700 right now. This account started at $2,500. It's at 7,600. Absolutely insane. Should have had it running on this. Just kidding. There's a lot of risk on this for small accounts. And today the 20th. Cannot do that. That's annoying. This year. Okay, let's do this year then. $764 this year. The account overall, last month it did $2,600. I don't know why. I guess it won't let me do December to January. That doesn't make any sense. There's January 31st. February 28th. You can't do that far? Okay, Tradovate. Okay, go to the February 1st. Like, that's so... I was doing it to the 11th. Now it's saying it's too long of a range. Let's see. The first trade was taken on like the 6th. So maybe it'll do this. Still won't do that. To the 6th? Okay, so it'll do that. 33.85, 62% win rate on that gold strategy. And it's still running today. I mean, $2,500 into $7,600 now in less than a month. No horizontal streams. Sorry. We'll do horizontal streams in the Discord. You can zoom in on mobile if you want, or just go on desktop. It's very clear on desktop. Maybe someday. I can zoom in a little bit for you. Here's 150%. Yeah, that's too blurry. The gold account started in December. Sadly, it's on demo. This is why I would recommend doing demo. We're in the thick of drawdown, sadly, on this 6E strategy. If you guys remember the last time we were here, we switched to the 6E strategy, which was doing really good. Actually, this isn't even the right one. It was this one. Hold on, let me pull it up. It was this one here, I think. Yeah, it was this strategy, trend catcher. Yeah, so this strategy here. We're in the thick of drawdown right now. Open P&L 389, sadly, to the downside. So that's the other thing. It's like, you know, you gotta, when you're, I had it trade 2 ME6s. I probably should have just had it trade 1. So that's my fault on risking. That's a risk fault. This account, it's an open loss though, so hopefully we can get a little bit back if this thing runs lower. But we'll see. You know, this is why we do these streams, to help you learn what to do and what not to do with certain strategies. In this case, I added too much risk. But to be fair, look at the daily on the euro, right? The volatility spike that this had, right? This, ran like 2% since, let's see, get these alerts off of here. I can't even see the date. Since December 25th, it ran 2% in that period of time. Today, it had a really aggressive volatility spike, so it was really just bad timing. What really stinks, though, is that the strategy almost took a long in this scenario. It actually almost took a long. It was this close to taking a long. Now, we can go back and look at the details, right, of it by copying this strategy over. That was the PAC, right? Yeah. I think this was sorry. Let's bring the strategy over so we can kind of look at the details. But we hit the perfect storm here right now for open positions. But that's why we at least have lower risk, so we're not worried about any downside over leveraging. Let me see. Signals and overlays. That's what it is. You can convert them to TradingView to look deeper into them. Price action concepts. I got 5 minutes. I think that's all we needed. Oh, I gotta have signals and overlays on with the trend catcher. Okay, yeah. So you can see here's the normal strategy. Today's the biggest drawdown that it's had. So we joined the strategy, I think, right? It was last stream, so last Thursday, when it was having some nice growth. Today there's some. I would have to look up the news again. I don't remember, but it today had a massive overnight volatility spike. We have figured out what's it called? Forex. So I have a demo Forex account trading at the moment. It sent a signal today. We've been setting it up through webhook trade, but I had the wrong placeholder entered. So the next trade that it takes, it should go through properly. So far, webhook trade seems to be the easiest one to set up for MetaTrader 5. I'm still doing testing on MT5. Philip, are you doing it on webhook trade? What are you doing on webhook trade? Yes, we're the people from TradingView. So, would you recommend for fast gain? Fast gain, just gold. If you're doing it on webhook trade, make sure that when you are setting TradingView alerts, this right here, do you have this flip enabled where it says flip? That should work. If not, then close opposite. But flip should tell webhook trade to flip it. To flip the position when it enters and exits. We'll see if it works properly. Today we had our first trade signal with an error. I could probably find one that has a better trade-off or that has more signals, but I found a pretty good one that's fires a decent amount of signals. I'm just waiting for it to send another one. So if you didn't do flip, then that's probably what was your issue. So that's what I wanted to do. I want to set up Forex strategies. Nobody told me, though, that forex.com doesn't offer a gold pair. Okay? Why is it doing that dang fan club bullcrap on TikTok? Nobody told me forex.com doesn't offer the gold pair. So I got to go find another demo account that'll offer gold pairs for testing. I don't trade Forex. We should know. We might know by the end of this stream, Philip. You're saying you want fast gains, and if you want fast gains, then you got to do high risk. Fast gains, high risk. Again, not financial advice. I would not recommend doing it, but here you go. You would be trading gold. That's it right now. Gold is just ripping higher and higher. Find a strategy like this one. But your severity of losing it all is much greater. So just take that risk notice. If you're gonna have it trade gold, that's very high risk. It's pretty much you got big balls if you're gonna have automated traded gold for sure. It's just very silver as well. My homework ate my dog again. Nice, good to know. But since we have the forex.com set up, also I'm supposed to have all my pairs here. I don't really care about that. I don't want to. Market analysis. Wait, I had before it showed them all here. Where are all the markets? It was all there, all the ones that forex offered. All right. Create new. No matches found. What the hell are you talking about? Browse. Maybe I have to reload it. Or it's glitching out. It's clearly working here. Now it's saying it's not available. What are you doing, forex.com? We'll come back to it. Well, hold on. I would have set up a forex strategy for automation, but forex.com's demo is being weird. Let me log back into this. We also did get, let me go over that. So those of you that maybe have been struggling with crypto, I don't know how to do a prop firm yet. But I can the process is all the same. You don't need a TradingView subscription. On the saved, how is gold showing price 15K? That's not what it's saying. That's the calculation of all the strategies combined. All the like that's the P&L of the strategy. The prop firm side for CFDs, you'll have to bear with me. Essentially, though, you can still use webhook trade, and you just log in on here to your MetaTrader account. I don't know why this is being weird though. For me. Sell. Like none of the markets are. Let me log out. Let me log out real quick. You sent a Discord message. Yeah, that's pretty much it. That's all you like when you click connect, when you say set TradingView alert here. I mean, this is a demo account, so feel free to steal my API key. But yeah, that's it. So you would just replace this and put in whatever size you want. So size 1, yeah, would only trade the 1 Bitcoin. You just got to make sure that it understands that ticker symbol BTC USDZ. It might understand just BTC USD. That's where you're going to have to do a few more tests. I'm assuming it would understand that. Let me log it again. Well, this is what I'm not understanding is why the F is... maybe I have to go over to MetaTrader. I don't really... Hold on. Try to figure out why my... Y'all got to bear with me on the Forex stuff. I'm not used to the Forex stuff. There's so many dang exchanges. Let me log out again. Let's go to MetaTrader and see. We have this strategy trading on a crypto account. But again, right now for crypto specifically, for crypto specifically, we're realizing that, or at the moment for the fixes are having them run through TradingView. At the moment, you just copy them over to TradingView. That video will be made soon. I got to make sure all the signals are firing properly, and then I'll show you how to use it on forex. At the moment, market, no. There's a lot of cool stuff coming with the strategies very, very soon. I promise. I had a call with our devs yesterday on the updated stuff. It's going to get really, really cool. Like the updates we're going to go over on just strategy view, like the way you look at a strategy and the way you can understand a strategy, is going to be way different here. So make sure you come back and tune in. I just wish we didn't hit the large drawdown, man. It's all good. I'll probably dial back this. Also, I'm pretty sure that NG strategy that we switched out is still going, even after it was having a rough week. Yeah, this one, it actually jumped up and hit a new high, so we're kind of been missing out on those trades. So, it's one of those things where it's like, this is why I wanted to do this on live, is so we can figure out the best way to risk smaller accounts. In this case, I should have just had it trade one, even though it wasn't like for weeks. The euro hasn't been moving much, and then today it moved as much as it did in a full month. So that was more so bad timing than anything, but it's all part of the learning process. Hopefully this gets a close today, but. Actually, yeah, the long position. Let me see here. I want to look at something else. What to do with TP and stop loss? TP and stop loss. There's not a TP and stop loss, so you need to base your risk on the max drawdown. But some of them have what's it called? Built-in exits as well. So you can have exit conditions. You can ask for a strategy with exit conditions, and it will exit. The other thing you can do is you can set a max loss usually on your broker. So like if a trade gets into something that's going to reach maybe max drawdown, you could actually set a trade or just your account in general to close positions if it hits like a max loss for the month, which is a good safety net as well if that's something that you want to do. I'm somebody that just trusts how it trades. I mean, the account that we had went up 50% in like 2 weeks, and then we just had an unlucky open position here on a kind of a massive volatility spike on the FX. I've actually never traded FX futures either, so I don't necessarily know how FX moves on its own from what I've learned. So we might get rid of the FX strategy until I can understand how the price action moves on FX. This is the euro. I should just say euro USD. It's always good to, when you're setting up strategies, to know, to probably have to have strategies based on assets that you know and how they trade. How many contracts do you use on your automated strats, and how are they performing? I lost everything today? No. This account's just in a bigger drawdown. We were up to 1,500. This is in a 400 drawdown, but the trade hasn't closed yet. So it playing out, we've risked it properly. Other than this should be 1 instead of 2. So we've been all over the place. If you look at this month, we're up $376 if you negate the open P&L. This was just the 6E strategy was just I put too much position size. I should have just have it as one. It'd be a lot different. But again, this is why we do these streams, to be transparent and to show the process of setting up profitable systems. So that came down to having. So we so far with open P&L, we've lost a profit that we had in there, but that I over risked this strategy because I didn't necessarily understand the risk of the euro futures because of if you look at the daily time frame here for a while now, we haven't had it. Look how big this daily candle is compared to the rest. So that's the only issue was that this, for some reason, there was a lot of massive volatility spike today. Don't know why. I haven't looked into the news or anything. But that's kind of out of your hands. It's like you can't really do much about it. Nice part is the strategies have been performing well, so it doesn't really affect us that much. How many the contracts come down to your risk? So like one would have been good. Yeah, so this AI, the AI uses the GPT model to run and find the strategies that you want based on the settings. Let me see. Let me see here real quick. I don't know. The Greenland talks, yeah. See, that's where the gold account is going nuts, man. That's the one that I should have just had it trade the gold strategy. This account is up from this account started at $2,500 at the beginning of the year. So that's $7,600. It's been insane. Every time I look at it, I'll see it drop maybe like $100, and then it'll just make a massive run. Like, the report's not working. This one's still in a trade for 17. It's crazy. Great entry too, right off that support. The gold one's been unreal. So that's what the other thing too is, if you're the other risk, by the way, guys, if you're gonna have multiple strategies automated, then that's where I should have only had it as one contract, because if you have multiple strategies automated, you have to take into account if both of them were to be in a drawdown at the same time, which is what's happening. We have two losses on one. But like this trading just one single strategy, that gold strategy, and it being up, $4,000 is almost $5,000 is just nuts. Gold is in the demo. That was one of the demo ones we set up, because I'm not. You don't want to trade. You don't want this to trade on a $1,000 account. You would need at least $2,500 to trade on that. Trade that one. Hold on one second. I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. So. There's a few sites that allow crypto trading bots as well, like outside of it. But what we've noticed so far with the crypto trading bots, guys, is that you're gonna want it to trade through TradingView for now. So if you discover a strategy like this Bitcoin one here, like I showed you, let's go to, I don't know, that was a good Bitcoin one. Let's just say this one. This one's had 497 trades. This one's done pretty good. So let's pull up this Bitcoin strategy, and we're going to convert it to TradingView here. Remember, they're all using Binance Exchange data. Okay. So make sure you're using the Binance Exchange when you're pulling it to TradingView. No, you don't need TradingView anymore. The only time you would need TradingView as of now is if you're gonna have it trade some Bitcoin strategies or some crypto strategies until we can fix it. Like, this is if you want to automate. You don't necessarily have to automate. But like, this is how you would do it. So you would follow these steps. First off, Bitcoin USDT, 5 minutes, Binance. That's what I would do. This needs the PAC oscillator or PAC back tester. I'm gonna have this reset. And then the oscillator matrix, which is on our chart already. I'm going to connect the oscillator matrix here. Make sure you see oscillator matrix, lucid connector. Have that connected there. I'm going to go ahead and put entire history. And then make sure the relevant features are enabled. We're good on those. We shouldn't need them. And then you're going to copy that strategy, and then you're just going to paste it in here. And we'll cross-reference here in a second. So, yeah, that's pretty close. So I'm running nice. For the strategy here. We can see. 200, the last, give me, and then, like, if you don't, like, for me, I don't pay for preview of TradingView anymore. I don't think it's, in my opinion, I don't use TradingView enough to have it. You know, you can do, you know, that crazy back testing if you want. But in this case, let's say you can't afford the preview of TradingView, or you don't want to pay for it anymore because you're trying to limit the cost on your monthly automation or whatever, but you want to double check everything. You can say total 278 trades. You can say, give me the stats for the last 278 trades. I can ask it this, and then I can understand it. The reason why I'm saying for the crypto strategy, you have to bring it from here is because what I'm personally noticing so far is that the alert that needs to be sent for automation needs a few extra bits of information that come from a strategy. And for 3 commas specifically, I'm learning that it needs a one other placeholder that the AI doesn't offer just yet when it comes to crypto. But everything else should work just fine. Right now, guys, if you want to try out this automated or you want to try out the LuxAlgo AI, go to luxalgo.com/chat, or just go to luxalgo.com. We actually have a 50% off sale going on right now. It ends January 31st. We opened it up a little bit longer. But this here, you get the yearly for $360. I know a lot of you would spend that much on an instant funded account. Do yourself a favor, do this, and then you'll be able to discover profitable strategies in minutes just by talking to the AI. We can go over the process of that as well in just a minute. But yeah, this pairs nicely with it. This one's done quite well, especially over this 498 trades. We know that's traded quite well in that type of movement. The biggest thing you have to do is when you're setting up any type of strategy for risk, you need to risk yourself properly. So in this case, you know, this has a 13% max drawdown. You can add, so here we go, 278 trades. It has had 183 wins with a net P&L of 36. So it's a little bit more than this. So this one specifically, though, let's see, what is the date? Let me see. Strategy begins 12. Can ask it this. So the nice part is an update we're about to have is going to negate a lot of this chatting. So this is 11:11. Oh wait, hold on. It's saying the first trade of the strategy. Either way, we're pretty close to what it was. Very close. Do I have it trading? Yeah. So overall, the strategy is pretty darn close. This was a 65%, 64%. It's right there, 64.75. So it's lining up nicely. Just the dates in which the trades are, I think, are just slightly off because we're saying 278. This one's dating back a little bit further. But we know now that this is looking, it's signaling properly, right? Signaling the right trades properly. If we want to quadruple check, we can make sure when it's taking a long or a short, these parameters are lining up for that long and the short by adding all the indicators to our chart, and we can go from there. But in this case right now, this is how it's trading roughly, like pretty much the exact same. So from here, I can set up that alert to automate through TradingView. That's mostly for the crypto, if you want to automate crypto for now. For now, everything else you can automate through the LuxAlgo platform, which I would recommend because it's going to follow exactly the same results in which this strategy is. Does the strategy come with trailing stops, loss as an exit? You can add it to a strategy. So when you're setting up a automated system for like through Traders Post or something, use code LUX there. You can get 20% off. I can go down here and I can add a trailing stop here. But also, the nice part is if you replicate it on TradingView inside the backtester, I can actually add my own trailing stop. So if I go down to where is it? Like here, long stop loss, short stop loss. I can go here, hit trailing, right? And I can add in a trailing stop. And this is where you can, play a little bit with it. So here it is with a trailing. If I did a 1 trailing, it actually, let's see, how do I expand this? I expands that. Here, I'm gonna move it. I can't move that over. I gotta. Let me zoom out here. The profit factor is 1559 there. So if I were to now take this off, right? Let's see what the profit factor was. $189. So the profit factor is a little bit better with no trailing stop. But that's stuff you can play with on TradingView if you want. So you can pull any of the strategies onto TradingView really easily. So I could add, a 0.5 or 0.5 trailing stop on these. Or I could tweak it however I want as well. We can see what this does now. Lower win rate, obviously, because it's going to hit trailing stop more often. A little tight there on the trailing stops. But that is what's nice is you can take these strategies, you can bring them to TradingView, you can play with them however you want. So like, if this NQ strategies was hitting too much drawdown, too much risk, and the micros can't help you eliminate that risk, then you could, implement your own trailing stops as well. Works at MP5, yes it does. Once we create a strategy, can we share it to others? Yes, you can just copy the strategy ID here and share it in the AI chat. Okay, we're coming off. We're about to break back over the threshold. We're coming off the high. Let's go. The CL trade, I think, is still super solid. We were in profit earlier. I think this one can be fine coming back into profit. It's been in a nice range here. So I think this could actually overnight. If it doesn't close the trade, could be just fine. So this is why I should have had 1 contract on this one because we would only be down 130. I put on 2. The reason I put on 2 was because of the overall volatility of how the euro was trading. So this comes down to just bad luck. Because I'm sure any of you right now that trade forex were probably having one fun day because of the volatility spikes, like massive volatility spikes. So that's the only thing is like the only time there could be potential like if it goes past like the max drawdown is usually going to end up during a volatility spike. That's why it's like if you want to find like strategies that might be fine during that. And in some scenarios like this one specifically, this one was very close to having a long in this move It missed it by like one small price action, like, or one small structure change. It missed it. We would have had a long, so we would have been up like, I don't know, like, $260, whatever. But that's why, you dumb down the risk. I over risked on this, on the position size it sent. Actually, speaking of which, I'm going to update that now. So watch this. Actually, I'm not going to change it until it closes the trade, but I would just change that quantity to 1. If you're trading multiple strategies, I would just have it changed to 1. I don't trade myself anymore. Where's the new video you uploaded? Go to LuxAlgo's web on YouTube. Go to LuxAlgo on YouTube. I have a strategy on TradingView. Is it work same on live account? Yes, I think. We've been I don't know. I don't know if I should share this. Maybe I should share it as a Hold on. I got to make sure I can share this. What do you want on? What do you mean in my gatekeeping? Look. Go to YouTube. Go to LuxAlgo's YouTube. Right here. How to automate futures. Just click that. I give you the full walkthrough. I'm going to do it for forex soon as well. I'm just making sure the forex strategies are working first. Yes. Okay, guys, watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Watch this. Okay. This trade's going to get closed. If this, let's see here. If this prints a BOS, this trade will get closed. Oh, thank God we're coming back off that drawdown. If this prints a BOS here, we should get closed. It's gonna enter a long, so maybe we'll I'll close out of that long though and make it 1. Or is it? Why isn't this? There you go. Yeah, this'll close. If this prints a BOS here, it'll close. Should. But again, it's fun to have. It's fun to grow an account in a week up 50%. But it's like, it's just not like there's regardless, there's drawdown on all of these. You just can't get away from drawdown. Maybe someday there's going to be some craziness, but at any point in time, once you reach a peak, you come back. I just over risk. That's my personal bad, not the bots problem. Let's see if we print a BOS here. I want to see if it closes. Market Strike, there's a chat called AI chat. Let me pull up the Discord. I'll pull up the Discord and show you. Okay, well, there we go. If you're outside the U.S., you should use this. You can demo it in U.S. You can demo it in the U.S., but for crypto traders, the Blowfin site allows you to do a signal bot, and you can run it. You can run right through this. You don't need a third party like 3 commas. So you can run it right through this signal bot on Blowfin, and you can have it trade leverage as well. It's like when you create a signal. When you create a signal here, you can copy that code, and then you can tell it how much
leverage you want it to trade. And then from there you can you can have it trade, but you have to send it from TradingView. So that's what I have for this Bitcoin strategy at the moment. Phoenix 2, do they have it? That is the one thing that's nice is if Phoenix might be better, I should try Phoenix too. If you're outside the US though, they're a non-regulated US exchange, so you have to be outside the US to run it legit. But they do have those the webhook signal bots within the platform, so you don't have to have like 3 commas or Wonder Trading to trade them, which is nice. Because of FTX. FTX ruined it all for us. FTX ruined everything. We used to have a good old grand time with those exchanges, like gray line trading, man. It was fun. Had no problemo. FTX blows up and does all the illegal stuff, and then now we're all cooked. Market Strike. Go right here. AI chat under Ultimate Laboratory. If you're not a full subscriber yet, you should have the trading area here. You can ping me and hang out. I'm happy to chat. I don't know what that guy's doing. AI chat here, though. So y'all, we trade futures. We trade U.S. futures. That's what we trade. U.S. futures is our leverage. And now what we discovered last week, remember, is we have the Coinbase Nano Bitcoin. I'm so excited about the Coinbase Nano Bitcoin. We'll set up a strategy to trade this. This just got released. This is the perpetual, and it's much lower risk, which is nice. But Coinbase finally opened perpetual trading, but the leverage is much lower. If you got premium, Frederick, you can't. That's not. You don't have the AI. You'd have to upgrade to Ultimate. You have to be an Ultimate member. Just make sure you're Ultimate. Same with TradeLocker. I don't know about TradeLocker, man. I'm sorry. I don't know why my wait. I don't know why my forex.com being weird. Let's see if it'll let me enter a trade. Let me buy 1,000. And they're just stuck on processing. Boy. Trade not filled. I really got to open another one? That's annoying. Anybody else having issues with that one? I need to, we'll get it working. Again, I would always recommend before you're setting up automation to have demo accounts ready to make sure that the orders are going through properly, it's properly positioning, etc. Bybit as well, yeah, I know. You can test out the AI at luxalgo.com/chat. You get 3 free chats, I think. But if you're serious about automation, you got to jump on that sale now because that, like, you get $360 for the year. You're locked in. And then, yeah, if you're a crypto trader, you don't even need, what's it called? You could literally just use some of these, like somebody said, Phoenix or whatever. They all accept webhooks already. Let's see if this closes the trade. I'm very curious. I don't know if that'll print it should print a break of structure there.
Then it would close that trade. Let's another thing also, guys, when you're setting up strategies in there's all types of strategies, right? So like you'll notice on some of these, like this Bitcoin one here, notice when it goes long, it mitigates a bullish FVG when the hyperweight is below 50. And there's weak bearish confluence. So this specific strategy is actually the long is based on bullish conditions. Okay? The long is based on bullish conditions, and the shorts are based on bearish conditions, which is good. But you'll notice some of the strategies when you're looking at them, like this one here, this Euro FX, this long condition has to do with a bearish condition, and the short conditions have to do with a bullish condition because the market's been ranging. So obviously ranging markets, usually opposite conditions are going to perform better. The market starts trending or flies on a big uptrend with the 5 minute, like here on the Euro, you can get hit with a larger drawdown. So if you want to be extra safe on your strategies, find one, if it's in a ranging market, find one that has bullish conditions and bearish conditions. So in this case, like here, I was doing this earlier to look at some strategies. Like on this CL, I was looking for a 60 strategy in the 5 minute that has at least 2 profit factor, 50 trades, uses bullish conditions for longs and bearish conditions for short. That's a really good thing. And then asking one with no exit conditions. Here's a nice little trade there. But then we tried CL. There's a nice one on CL there. Good growth. Then we tried to up the trade count and the higher win rate. This CL one has been performing nicely since November. But this is going to been performing nicely in the current market conditions with following trend, with more so following bullish and bearish conditions. So those can sometimes be a safer route as well. All right, let's see if this would get a BOS here. Why do I get a lot of failed executions in Traders Post? What is it saying? What's your error? It all comes down to your error. I'm going to probably have to open another. I thought I had a good one. What is the best exchange for demo account trading on forex? That's insane. Forex.com doesn't offer XAU. We just got an alert. Confirmation normal. Oh, that CL trade just took an exit there too. This dang gold strategy is just unreal. Air return failed to plan trade. I would have to see. Send me a message in the Discord with a screenshot of it. And screenshot of your setup. Here, watch this. Here's the EH strategy, right? Let's see if this closes. I had to change character there. Yeah, see if this... Let's see if this closes the strategy. Oh, it's actually not printing a BOS there. I'm okay with that. That's interesting. Usually it'll start flashing a bit. I guess we'll see in about 3 minutes. How do I add a new TP/stop loss to an existing account? Your best bet is probably through TradingView. So when you replicate a strategy over, go into that toolkit. So like this backtester here. So I would go into this toolkit, scroll down to exit conditions, and add a exit long, exit short, stuff like this. However you want. In this case, if you're trading ES or mini futures, you would do exit long, TP, exit long. You would do price or whatever. Or not, sorry, not the. You can add the exit conditions there. Sorry, down here, TPs and SNL. Sorry, should have been clear on that. The TP and stop losses here. So in this case, on price, you can put in or currency. You can put in like ticks. You can do ticks, ATR, trailer. You can do any of those. You can put in how many points you want, etc. This is good. This is good. I'm glad we're moving back. Good. Bring us down. The CL's coming down too. Nice. Trust the strategies. Trust the strategies. You can set a stop loss account. I don't know what that means. Amount. Oh. You can set a stop loss amount, sure. On top of the normal strategy. So like this CL strategy here, I can replicate this strategy onto TradingView, and I can add my own custom P&Ls or my own custom trailing stops. Like I showed you guys there with that Bitcoin one. Like this Bitcoin 5-minute strategy here. I think it was it just signals and overlays? Let's see. No. Is it this one? This one. Okay. Here you go. So this one specifically, right? I can come in, like once I replicate this over, actually worked better on that. Once I replicate it from trading from the LuxAlgo AI, right? Once all I do is follow I click on replicate on TradingView, I bring all these over to here, right? And I follow the steps, add it in, paste the code in from the LuxAlgo AI, paste that code in. And then now if I wanted to tweak and add, I wanted to add stop losses or I wanted to add take profits, you can do that here. And then you can back test it on here to see if that would be better, worse, or fit what your risk you want. The AI we launched in November, so people are just now having accounts set up. Here's a great example of an account that's been profitable since we launched. This account had started with $2,500. This year alone, it has. Let me go to December. I don't know why it doesn't let me do. There it goes. Has done $3,300 in profit. So it's turned $2,500 into $7,600, 62% win rate. The largest win was $1,400. Largest loss was $440 so far. But this one's been fantastic. Trading gold. That's been the best automated strategy. And this only trades one strategy too, guys. Sometimes it's worth only trading one. In the future, though, you'll be able to compare strategies on the AI, and then you'll be able to also see how they would trade together. That one specifically is trading this strategy. I would have to go back and see. That one specifically is trading. Where's the MGC? This, I think it's this one. Wait, what are these is tied to a subscription? I don't know. Trades. No, it's not this one. The other one. The other MGC. I've set some of these up with you guys on here. Here. This one specifically. No. Hold on. The last signal we just got. I can look it up. This is why I would always recommend having a Discord to send the alerts to as well. So you can know. You can see it very cleanly when trades are taken. So for all my strategies, I have it on Discord to send signals as well. This one entered 116. So this was before Monday. This was entered on Friday. So if I go back to my Discord signals for the 16th, I can break down where the heck this signal came from. Because especially if you have multiple going. So this was late day on the 16th right here. Looks, where is it? GC right here. So this was 1205. Trend line break, trend tracer. So that one specifically is the strategy that's trading. I can go here to trend line break, trend tracer, because I looked at the thing. Look at trades. I don't wonder what this one was saying it failed on. Failed to exit. Timeout. That's the other thing, is make sure you're getting alerts for when it had failed trades as well. But this one currently in a great trade so far. Oh, I know why it failed, because it was after hours, which is good. But yeah, so this one been holding through, been phenomenal. It's been crazy what it's returned so far. Could it run? It runs on anything. It runs offline. You don't have to have a computer open or anything. The AI is all just on a server. Like all the signals and everything are just same as TradingView. It just runs into like separately. What does Cam command vids? If you're still here, brother. Defco FX. I don't know what that is. If they use MetaTrader, yes. He will never show real results. If you go back on every single live stream, I show you real results every day. This account here specifically, we were up to I think $1,400, and then I changed the strategy, and then we got cooked on volatility. This was up to about $1,500. You can see because it's because it's not closed yet. I had $376 was the overall profit. We hit a high of $1,500, I think, if you looked at the last stream, and then we switched to strategy and we hit max drawdown on the third trade or something that strategy took, because the euro just had to have a day. The euro just had to have a day. Wait. Here you go. They just had to negate this entire price action in a single day. So, but again, that's why we're here to help you guys find the best systems. I switched to strategy, I think, on Friday. Hopefully we don't get an exit until somewhere down here. We started this account with 1,000. Now we're only up $45, which is fine. I over-risked that. That was my bad. But I'm gonna be as transparent as possible with the strategies, because I know a lot of people that have set up really good strategies, and I mean this strategy specifically. Sadly, it's only been trading demo, but up, I mean, to $7,600 off a $2,500 account, pretty insane. It keeps going with gold there, which is awesome. But I will keep you updated. Just come back to the stream, see if we can grow this account with automated strategies. I probably shouldn't have moved out the NG one either, because this one was recovering real nice. What's included in the ultimate subscription of LuxAlgo? Also, the invite-only strategies on TradingView, such as backtester. We don't have DXY strategies. You would have to probably... there's probably a way you could find an FX strategy that would work on DXY, and then on TradingView, you would have to bring it over. That's how I would do it. You just bring it back over on TradingView. And then see how it would trade on FX. Or see how it would trade on DXY. Somebody said, what's the strategy you can pass an eval? If you go to luxalgo.com/prop-firms, or scroll to the bottom when you go to luxalgo.com, click, the prop firm page here. For one, you can get the best deals, but you can also see suggested strategies. One strategy seems to be the best so far, and it's this XAU 1 hour strategy. But you can see a lot of strategies on there that would help pass for futures as well. That's going to be updated at some point soon as well. There's a potential where within the AI, there's an option that helps you understand what strategies might do well on a prop. For prop trading, though, like I always recommend everybody is, like a lot of them require you to have a closed position by the end of the day. Like Apex will close your position. Now I know they do say like, oh, there's a risk on holding through the evening. I've never had an issue with them like banning my account for doing that, but that's up to your own risk. So please double check on that. If anything, you can have ChatGPT actually write you a strategy script to exit all for the end of the day. You can do that as well. The other thing I recommend, if you do watch the video when you're looking up strategies, ask for strategies with exit conditions. That's the other thing. Is like this one here, confirmation built-in exits. Those usually have that much lower trade time. So that's really good. So market strike, find one that works on the Euro USD or one that works on any of the forex pairs. Bring it over to replicate on TradingView and see how it would perform on DXY. That's the best way I could say that you could potentially find one. That takes a lot more manual work. But yeah, this one specifically here has exit conditions, so the built-in exits will help you minimize hold times. So you can ask the strategy for lower hold times using the built-in exits. Frederick, what do you try to trade? If you're trying to do it on Tradovate, there's a YouTube video, man. Just go watch it. Please take the time to watch the whole thing. It's right here. How to automate futures using LuxAlgo AI, Tradovate, full guide for setup. Now, the other thing, guys, is that this just got launched in November. So I would very much recommend that you join the AI chat. If you sign up for the ultimate plan, again, right now you can get it for 50% off, which is $360 for the year. You could be insane, and you could pay $100 a month. That's entirely up to you, but you get $360 for the year. We are the first to offer something like this to retail, so this is new for all of us. We're offering you guys this platform that has tens of millions of strategies across all the major assets. And now what you can do with these strategies, you can set up alerts to create automated systems. So, I don't know what strategies work the best together. I know as much as you do with these, but the more that we all can use it collectively and chat about it in here, since this was just a new thing that launched, we can probably find ones that pair well together or ones that just trade the best by itself. I'm just here to help you set it up for now. You guys probably have more time than me to actually dive really deep into this. It's like that's the best part about AI is that we're giving you this sandbox that has millions of strategies to find the best potential ones that are performing in the current market and maybe the best ones that perform together, etc. We're about to offer more features on the AI as well that allows you to do cool comparisons and get more data on the strategies and everything. But yeah, join the Discord, as well as if you're not signed up, you can join it for free. You can just go to LuxAlgo or just go to discord.gg/lux, and you can get you can join that Discord for free. Or scroll to the bottom. Scroll to the bottom of the LuxAlgo website, and let me see it. Or you can also Google search LuxAlgo Discord, but just scroll to the bottom of the website. There's a Discord link there as well that you can join. What's happening? But it is free. If not, make sure if you do sign up, make sure you join it, because it's nice to share them in here and chat about better strategies, ones that potentially work better together, all that. Yeah, I mean, you get a few free chats, but that's about all. You get a 30-day money-back guarantee as well. So there you go. Go on there. You can sign up. If after 30 days, if it's not your cup of tea, you can get your money back. So That's all I can give you at the moment. I'm not in charge. That's all I can give you. I was hoping we'd get a forex signal. Haven't gotten it yet. Have not gotten it yet. But yeah, recommendations for prop firms would be to get the ones with the exit conditions, and then figure out. You can ask it to return strategies with lower trade times, stuff like that. Market closes in 50 minutes. Let's pull this NG strategy over. Actually, real quick. Connect. We had a webhook trades website. I wanted to see webhook trade, Awanda, FTMO. One second. I'm not the founder of LuxAlgo, no. Forex. Does anybody know? Sorry, I'm going over here. Oh, wait, spreads and margins. Let's go there. Gosh dang it. Click it. Our margin rates. Why don't these... You guys know Forex better than... A lot of you probably know Forex better than me. What platform gives you XAU trading? Like Robo Forex? Like what? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Your boy does futures and crypto mostly. They offer it? Why didn't it show up? Do they offer it for U.S. citizens, though? That's the other thing. Pepperstone? Let me see. I don't see them offering for latest forex prices. Sorry. Let's see here. Wait, no, go back. Hold on. Let me go to... I thought all forex offered this. I know there is a site that does. I'm just trying to figure out markets. Where are there? Margins. Pepperstone margin rates. I know what margin is. I want to know what your margin rates are. Yes, this is the official LuxAlgo TikTok. You're correct. Okay, commodities, forex, whatever. It's a pair. It's gold against the U.S. dollar. Forex is forex, brother. Guess I could use... Dude, My dog's freaking right now. Well, I don't want that. Hold on. Markets. Let's see. Popular USD pairs. Hold on, I'm trying to find wait here. Where is it? What's up, man? How you doing? I know it's meta. I'm just messing with you. But I am trying to find a dang exchange or whatever you call these things, whatever you call the ones on the forex side that's going to offer it on demo. Wait a second. Am I dumb? Am I that dumb? Hold on. Can we use a screen indicator? Yeah. I don't know about for... Need that to come back down more. If we get a BOS here, it'll close that trade. You have it on Owanda demo? I might have just was looking in the wrong place on the forex.com. That's probably my bad. It should be on there. I'd be like... For some reason, though, my dang forex.com demo account's not working. Like, it's not even pulling up. Let me just do Owanda. Demo account. Hold on. Trading platforms, MetaTrader. Demo. Here we go. Give me 1 second. AI right now is 50% off. Go check it out. Oh, let's go. Is it on there? Oh. Oh, that was the Bitcoin. So we just gotta close on a Bitcoin trade. MT4 web terminal. There it is. So I took the trade. So like on this here, this is, I'm running tests on it auto trading Bitcoin. You can see it closed a trade at 1420 there. That's my time. This thing's been back and forth and back and forth and back and forth. This thing has a lot of fees though on Blowfin, but it's a platform that has a signal bot, so it allows you to send trades via the AI, or not the AI, but I'm setting them through TradingView, sadly. What am I getting an error on? Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to accounts. Try to get the login for MT5 trade or MT4. I don't want to do it on here. Trading tools. Here we go. MetaTrader. Can I not? That's awesome, Black. Appreciate it. Hold on 1 second. Supported, yeah. Go there. Click login. I understand that. Oh, account detail. Log in there from accounts located. Okay. From there, go to accounts. I clicked on that. Add a new account. There we go. Sorry, can I do any currency? USD. Make sure that's right. Now I'll show you guys what's up. We're trying right now to get a dang MT4 account that we can automate for trading. Here we go. All right. MetaTrader 4. Let's go to. Oh, do you? There's not a web trading. Earn more. There. Add account. What? Do I have to? This is annoying. Sorry. Let me log out. I want to do it. Sorry, now I'm just looking at other things. Do you have any copy trading? Not at the moment. Sign out. Remove. There we go. Okay, so what we can do here now is... Sorry, I'm going to log in. Once I get my demo... Trading. Let me go to... Start trading. Here we go. I gotta sign in. That's annoying. Hold on. Sorry, this is taking longer than normal.
Not that. How about we trade? Goodness gracious. Why do they make this so complicated? I see your comments. I'm just trying to get into the platform here. Sorry. Trying to log in. I don't really want to do this on here. How are you? I'm good. No, I don't want a live trading account. What are you going to for logging into MetaTrader? You probably do it on the freaking actual app. There's got to be an online portal for it. Even when I click on it to do it for web trading, connect to account. Maybe that was the issue. Maybe if I do this, it'll switch it. Maybe I'm just that dumb. Hold on. Account login. How do I switch the server? You can automate any platform. Really. You can automate futures, forex, any of these assets. Right now, we're working on setting up I want a different. This is so annoying, dude. You guys in these dang forex accounts. This is so annoying. I'm just going to go back to forex.com. Give me one strong strategy that can make me 100 per day on a 25K account. Essentially, if you want to figure that out, you can go in here like this specific strategy here. Confirmation any weak confluence. This one, roughly average winning trade $600. We could probably find one. Oh, this one's pretty good, actually. Has a 15% drawdown, so it's 15% of 57K. So you would want it to trade 1 micro. This one, yeah, this one's okay. There's a lot better ones. We could come in here and say, give me an ES strategy that trades, that has 50 trades and at least 2 profit factor with exit conditions. Let's do 100 trades. And a drawdown of 10% or less. Let's see if we can get that. If you want to sign up, just go to LuxAlgo.com. It's 50% off right now. You can get the yearly for $360. I know a lot of you spend that on a prop account. So if you sign up for the yearly, you're going to save yourself a lot. But you'd have to have the ultimate plan to actually use the AI. Can you look at other futures to see if you can find any that fit this. Oh, wait. I should have said 5 minute. It's fine. There you go. This was that same 60 that I was talking about. So this one was pretty good because it has those exit conditions and a 5% max drawdown. Yeah. Right now it's in this one's in a larger drawdown. Still pretty good though. So for this one, trading a mini does an average of $130 a trade. Average losing trade 221, but it has 77% win rate. 60. If we were to automate this, we could through the signal here to set up to trade. What is the average trade time? It depends on the strategy, Slims. It comes down to finding strategies. Guys, I'm gonna be a little pissed if I can't. The one thing I'm not understanding here is why. Wait, go back. MetaTrader. Is that why? It is, you dummy. I was on the wrong site. I'm dumb. All right. I was wondering why this one wasn't popping up. Because I wouldn't have the MetaTrader. All they offer on here is forex pairs. They don't have commodities. So as of now, we have a strategy on this. Let me make sure this works real quick. Hold on. Why won't it let me? This is the euro. New order. Oh, I see why. I'm dumb. Just delete these. Let's sell this by market. Yeah, it's a go one. Okay, cool. I just want to make sure that it was allowing the trades to go through. So what we're doing right now is we're setting up automation for it to trade on forex.com demo account. Make sure it's gonna work. So we know that it'll fill an order. Now through webhook trade, we have it set up to where we can facilitate those trades. We had an error message from the strategy earlier, but we have it actually connected via this euro strategy here. Let me pull it up. Where'd it go? Where'd she go? Wait a second. Let me reload this. I know there it is. This one. So this euro strategy we have trading right now on that forex account. It hasn't placed a trade yet, but we're gonna have it trade on it to make sure that it's gonna facilitate the trades properly. Once we have that set up, we could probably have it run on some CFDs, make sure it's working. But let's see here. If you ever get strategies like this where it returns some weird net profit or whatever, we're like, again, we launched this in November, so there's a lot of little minor things that have to be changed. You can see average winning trade and losing trade is 0. That's because it's right now the default unit size is 1.
So what you can do is, can you give me the calculation if my position size was, let's just say 100,000 or 10,000, but you can go from here. And it should be able to give you the calculation based on whatever your quantity size would be. At some point, the default size will be much greater. But again, it all comes down to quantity, though, when you're going about risking, right? So it should analyze those trades and give you the calculation based on that. So we'll go here in a second. See, and there you go. So the gross profit would be $22,000. Your average winning trade would be $31. Average winning trade is $31. Average net trade is $31. Average winning trade is $99. Average losing trade is $146. Max drawdown was $2,900. So if that's a little too high for us, now we can go about finding ones that are a little bit better. But that's how you can kind of see the full results on what your actual position size would be. If you ever get return strategies like this, the only time it's going to return strategies like this is pretty much on the forex pairs at the moment. It will change at some point once we default it. The only reason is because this thing trades pretty much in decimals. You know, it's trading against the dollar, so it's like a lot of these are going to just be in decimals, other than like commodities like gold and silver and all that. So like, yeah, if you wanted to, I'm not getting the 50% discount. Yes, you are. It's $360. It's half off the yearly. I'm trying to go live daily, yes. As much as I can. We should be live again tomorrow for sure. This gold trade's still absolutely insane. Hopefully gold will continue to hit those new highs. It's like unreal. All right, guys, we're going to be live for another 20 minutes. Sorry for the slower day. I've been wanting us to get this set up. So once you do find a strategy that you like, you're literally going to set up. What's nice about webhook trade, it makes it very simple. Makes it very simple. On there's once you have an account, this had a failed placeholder, but I can connect your MetaTrader account. What I currently have set up should be connected. Yeah. I have this demo set up here for forex.com. You can connect more accounts, but it's going to facilitate, the AI is going to send a trade for this Euro strategy through webhook trade, and then it's going to enter that trade on the account, and then you don't have to do anything. It's just going to follow this strategy. Now, if you want to go more in depth with the strategy, right now you can replicate this strategy onto TradingView, and then you can see more. This is for the oscillator. Uses the oscillator matrix back tester. You can go in and you can kind of work with it a little bit. If we were new, we asked LuxAlgo AI, can we ask it basic terms and let it refine from there? Yeah, so like on this specifically, it'd be a little bit more difficult. But let's go to like an XAU strategy, because I know that's. So let's start with this one, because this is a lower win rate, even though it's still pretty good. If it works, why are you not Bezos? Because we just launched it in November. So come back at the end of the year and then see. I'll see you then. Let's see. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you do. Hopefully we can get this. Is MCL coming back down? Yes, nice. Hopefully this MCL trade plays out nicely
This is the first day we hit our max drawdown. Okay, here we go. So here's an XAU strategy, the one that I was talking about. This one tends to trade a little sideways and then have nice jumps, and then sideways again, have nice jumps. So you can refine from here. So like this specific strategy on XAU, if I wanted to refine it a little bit, I'm like, okay, this win rate, I don't like, having that low of a win rate, even if it does have a really good average winning trade. If I want a better win rate, I'm probably going to lose my average winning trade on how much it is. This one specifically is actually pretty good for how it's done. This is, it's only since October, but, obviously you do want to compare it to how it's performed against actual gold, because, gold's been ripping hard. But again, there's tens of millions of strategies, so you don't really have to only use the first one you find. So if I would refine it a little bit, I could say like, are there any on XAU that have a win rate of, let's say, 60% or higher, and at least a 2 profit factor with over 100 trades? So I could be that specific and start tweaking this a little bit and see what we could find. Again, guys, join the Discord. It's absolutely free. Discord.gg/Lux. If you want to automate stocks, though, make sure you find strategies that are good with log trades. All right, here you go. Here's a group of ones, 64%, max drawdown 2, 45.36. This one's pretty good. It's a 15-minute time frame one that's been trading since March of 25. I'm going to favorite that one. This one here, 36. That's the same one. So that March of 25 one, let's pull up that one. Let me see here. Yes, keep diving. Get us back on track here. All right, we have one trading on Bitcoin here. It's been doing pretty good. It's up $4 right now. Let's go. We've been testing that. Let me pull up this strategy here. This one's called the OB Entered Contrarian Uptrend. So if for some reason you can't have it pull like that, again, this will all change very soon. So just, we launched this in November. Remember, we're constantly updating this one. So the AI will constantly be changing. So this is that 15-minute that I said. I saved it, so I'm going to pull it back up by clicking Dive Deeper. We're going to see where we end up. I'm hoping we get another dang... Today's like just a weird day for the... There you go. So here's that strategy, which is pretty good. 45 average winning trade, 36 average losing trade. Bullish entered plus contrarian uptrend, weak bullish conflicts. So this here specifically is actually using bullish and bearish conditions for its exits, or for its entries, which is good. So when it's using that bullish entered order block, it's essentially it's working with pullbacks, right? So if you, like in this case here, so it'd be pulling back into a bullish order block and then take the trade before it makes that move, which is pretty good. It can be good. If you ever see what that is. Again, you could also replicate it on TradingView if you want to see it a little more visual. So if we are using prop firms like Tradovate, can we even have the strategy not blow the account? Yes. You just don't be an idiot when you're setting up the risk.
That's what I would suggest. Make sure you have the right risk for the strategy. It's very possible. I couldn't tell you the best strategies for it yet. You could, right as of now, you can go to the go to resources, go to prop firms, go to resources and prop firms here, and you can see suggested strategies for certain firms. Like this one's, with Tradovate. You can see those suggested strategies there. This is going to get better at some point. But in my opinion, if I were you, if you have the AI, don't worry about the suggested strategies. But also, you can get the best prop firm deals if you use the code LUX, by the way. You can get the best discounts. But what I would do, a few things I would do is once you find a strategy for props, you want to find one more than likely with exit conditions. There's two things you can do. You can bring it into TradingView, and you can tweak it a little bit and see how it does via pulling it to TradingView and setting up potential stop loss, take profits. The next thing you can do is actually, if you don't want the firm to auto close you at the end of the day, you can actually set up a way for it to auto close the end of the day. Otherwise, the firm will auto close it for you. But yeah, there's a lot of ways. I'm gonna actually have a video at some point that's going to break down prop trading a little bit with the AI, just because it's a little more complex with setting up because they don't allow overnight holding. And this is why I would recommend just having your own funded account, but it is very possible. I know there's a lot of people that already have ones running that are working fine. It's very possible. What's up, KJ? But again, we launched in November, so there's a lot of things that are good that we're still, figuring out and working through to make sure it's capable to do whatever you want it to do, right? So right now, it's just you have millions of strategies that you can find that trade through every major asset. So at the moment, you could leave it and let it trade real funds, and it would be, it would follow the strategy exactly. The prop firm side can be a little tricky because you'd probably want to take some extra precautions by bringing it into TradingView and make sure that it would be following that proper risk and end of day closes and stuff. But for the most part, it'll pretty much follow the exact strategy. You just have to take into account you would have to close end of day and potentially open a position before it opens up in the next 2 hours, kind of thing, all that. You could do that too, man. Yeah, you could just make your own strategy as well. This is a good baseline. Like a lot of people will use the AI to find a good baseline. It's like this, this NQ strategy here. They'll use this as a baseline, right? 72% win rate since last October, and then they'll develop their strategy to fit a prop firm rule, and then it'll a lot of times be a lot better. It kind of just helps you find strategies that could, actually end up being better if you kind of tweak them a little bit too. That's the fun part, is being able to play around with it. I would recommend using something like NG. I need to set this NG strategy back up. I don't know what I was doing. I'm going to pull this. This NG strategy was good. Right now, this is the LuxAlgo AI. You can there's millions of strategies being back tested on every major asset in real time. It just gives you it's a platform that gives you strategies that are trading and being profitable in today's market. So essentially, you can use it to find strategies that are working right now, especially if you're struggling to find profitable strategies or whatever. You don't know what works, you're confused, you want to, you just want something that works. This is the place to be. And then from here, you can actually set it up to automatically trade to your broker. Like this account here had this started with $2,500 trading gold. It's at $7,500. I want to replicate this one on TradingView real quick. just because. See how it's been trading. PAC oscillator matrix, PAC, and then the oscillator's already on there. So I'm gonna reset this. This one uses bullish order blocks, hyperwave, all the just the generic stuff. So I need to connect the oscillator. And then we can paste this code in. Let me paste the code in that we copied. If I wanted to replicate it on TradingView, I don't have to. But if you want a little bit further information on how it's been trading, it's a good place to start. Let me make sure. Backtester PAC. Let me reset this. Oh, wait. I need to remove this. PAC backtester. Here we go. Here we go. Oscillator matrix. Let's see if it's been performing well recently. That's the real question. Showed a little chop there. Backtester. Let's see the bullish order block hyperwave above 50. Bearish order block and hyperwave. So this one's actually had decent drawdown just recently. Let's see if I can do. Am I on the right? Extended trading hours. Yeah. So we can tell it's been choppy since November. Make sure that's right. So this isn't lining up properly on this one. So we're missing something. Bullish order block entered hyperwave above 50. We are missing something. I think what makes it? I think that's the right oscillator. And if for some reason you can't replicate it, you're having it. Oh, I know why, I think. No, I didn't have the stop losses on there. Just making sure. Let me pull this. For some reason, obviously, you're struggling with replicating it on TradingView. Don't worry, because if you're going to automate from the actual AI, it's not going to follow what you see on TradingView if it's any different. We can ask here. Let's see. The last 3 trades were just failing. So sometimes it can be good to replicate it just to double check. See if it's not functioning when the market's changed a little bit. Because on the, if you look at the daily here, like the price actions changed quite a decent bit here. So we can be a little understanding of it not working. So now what I can say is, can you give me another NG strategy that has a win rate, and let's say that has a profit factor of 2 and at least 50 trades. So when you don't like a strategy, again, there's millions of them, so you can find another one. How does the AI work? Essentially, what happens is we have an engine in the background that took all the LuxAlgo premium indicators and it makes it pairs them together in millions of combinations. And then what the AI does is it will find pairs that are profitable in the current, like right now in the current market, based on what you put into the AI. So I was saying I need a 5-minute one that has a profit factor of 2 at least 50 trades. This here, it's decent, but it's like I'm not a big fan of this. Has big jumps in it. It's not very it doesn't show like a decent curve there. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to say, how about at least 100 trades?
Let's go there. See if we can find something with 100 trades and a better. I could ask for a better win rate. And then what you can do is pull it over trend view. That's what I would recommend too. Before you start setting up a strategy, look at how the price action's been. Notice here it's been in a downtrend since December, the beginning of December, and it just had a huge spike. So go check to see how it's done recently. And then here you go. So this is an NG one. That's wow, average. This is actually pretty good. I'm gonna save this real quick. So this one specifically has bullish conditions for long entries and bearish conditions for short entries. That's a good thing to check as well. So from here, let's replicate it to make sure that this is, looks roughly the same on TradingView as well. Doesn't have to be exact because the data can be off. Let me reset it. So it needs the oscillator matrix as well. Oscillator matrix. I'm going to link that. Wait a second. Okay, I was wondering. That looks good by itself. Oscillator matrix. Gotta Lucid connect that one. I'm going to paste in the code that we had from here. Let's see how it's done today and yesterday. Oh, I go to the 5-minute. 5-minute chart. Make sure we're on the right time frame. Okay. Oh, I don't have. Do I have it enabled? I need to see here if these if the oscillator's throwing it off. Wait. Signals and overlays backtester. Signals and overlays backtester. Enable relevant features. The features is using bullish confirmation, trend, strength, trending, high point above 50. Bullish confirmation. Bullish confirmation, any. Long, short. Let's go bullish. Let's see this. Default. Smart trail. Let me reset the settings here. Let me see we don't have any other things jacked up on the whatever settings. Let me reset this. Paste these in as well. Because the back test should be a little funky. Dang, NG's had a crazy price movement recently. So am I cross-check everything? Bullish confirmation, trend strength, trending, hyperwave above 50. Let's see, bullish confirmation or bearish confirmation. Trend strength was it trending at that stage? Let's see. Now I want to see this replay. Be quiet, phone. Trend strength trending. Be quiet, cell phone. Right now, we're just looking at the strategies on TradingView as well. Ones that we can copy. Because I think the oscillator's been a little weird. Let's see. This is also needing trend strength trending, which is right. Hyperwave above 50. What was that line there? They changed the replay mode quite a bit on this. We're just we're crossing strategies here. Let's see the other way you could you can see if it's functioning or not is let's look. The last trade was the 20th.
Okay, this was before, that was before the 20th there. So let's see. We'll get the update tomorrow. Let's see here. On the 18th. So entered on the 15th, exit on the 18th. Yeah, so something's off with trading views data. Because these aren't the trading views data is not lining up with our data. And natural gas. NG. Let me do a GG. See what signal it's setting over. There it is. I don't know what. This is weird. Something was off with trading views. That makes a lot more sense now. Their continuous contract calculation's so strange. Cause look, that's the only weirdest part. That's the weird part about trading, but you got to be careful with. Because here, this is now replicating properly, and that's why I would recommend when you set up strategies to have them signal from our website, because if you cross references, do like the continuous feature, they auto calculate those. So right now, the volume for NG is on H. Let's see. NGG. Let's see. NGG6 1913 NGH. Let's see. NGH6. So they're transitioning over because that one's February. So you'll see here on NGH, the strategy replicates fine. It's proper. You see the growth on it. So this lines up much more with this. I guess that just be careful with the continuous contract on TradingView. That's the first time I've actually seen it like actually be that bad on like the way it showcases how it trades on TradingView. That was just, that did not make any sense because most of the time when we replicate them, they're fine. All the other assets, though, if you do forex or any of those, they're usually going to give you the proper, like it'll give you the proper copy. TradeFi is great, man. We actually have a discount with them. If you use the code LUX, you can get a good discount. Can I connect to Thinkorswim? Maybe. Let's see if Traders Post offers it. Brokers. Let's see. At the moment, I don't think so. Moment, there's Robinhood, E-Trade, Webull. I'm sure you at least have a Robinhood account. You can connect to your Robinhood, which we're going to do at some point. That'd be fun. We can have it trade like Tesla and stuff. Braden, it comes down to what funding you have, your risk, and all that. You can literally go into the strategies for ES or NQ. Here's MES. That's just had an alert for. But for ES, MQ, any of those, you can have strategies for. And you can, what you'll do is you should just understand the net profit and all that, the win rate and the max drawdown to ensure it lines up with whatever firm you want it to trade. I would recommend using real funds, though. You'd be better off. But I think we're gonna call it there, guys. Today was a little slower. I appreciate you. I wish there was a MetaTrade one, but I'm gonna have a video here soon once I confirm that it's running properly for trading, for the automated trading onto MetaTrader, and I'll get back to you. But I appreciate you tuning in. Again, if you're interested in automation this year, I can't wait for you guys to see the updates we got coming for the AI. Like, it's going to be nuts. So make sure you tune into the stream. If you want to actually get it yourself, go to LuxAlgo.com.
Right now, you have until January 31st to get it for $360 for the year. I would highly recommend, if you're serious about automation, to sign up for the yearly. Got a lot of tutorials coming right now on the YouTube. We already have a video for setting it up to trade automatically onto Tradovate. So all these trades that happen on Tradovate are auto trades from strategies from the LuxAlgo AI like this. So go and, check that out, LuxAlgo.com. As well as, if you want the best deals across really every trading platform or product that isn't like ours, you can use the code LUX. You can also check out our prop firm page. You go to resources and then prop firms. You can get the best deals there and compare the deals, and also see suggested strategies for the CFDs and stuff. So like for any of the challenges, if you go to firms here, you can go here and see like this strategy here on Bright Funded, like this XAU strategy would be good. This strategy on FTMO, because you can trade stocks if you want on there. You can even look at the details of it with the challenges and then strategies as well here. You can see what strategies would potentially be good for that firm through this, and then you can copy that strategy ID and bring it into the AI. But this will give you multiple strategies for like the year and all that should be good for that for all the firms. So yeah, check that out. Resources, go down to prop firms. Pretty cool. Then you get the best deals there as well. From that, I will make a video soon for setting up automation on for MetaTrader once I confirm everything when it comes to setting up that automation. We have 10 plus million strategies to discover, so you can find them from there. But yeah, on the LuxAlgo YouTube, Automate Futures right here. It's a 42-minute video, breaks down the whole process of finding a strategy into automating it on Tradovate. Okay, so, and you can use any Tradovate account. Code Lux on Traders Post. You want to get a discount over there. But yeah, the other thing is join the Discord. I would love to chat with you guys in here. I'm going to be in the AI chat a bunch if you join the Ultimate. If not, just send me a message. Feel free. Just look for my name or just right-hand corner member list. This is me up here, Jacob LuxAlgo. Send me a message. I'm happy to talk with you about it if you're interested. Then like if you do sign up though, please be active in the AI chat, because we just launched this in November. So there's a lot of things that we're still discovering of what it can do. And there's 10 plus million strategies. So I can't sit here and run every single strategy and like pair all the strategies together and like manually do all that. The AI pretty much does that for you. But you know, when we can all utilize it and work together to find the best strategies, we can start figuring out the best ways to use the platform. I mean, it's AI, so it's a pretty much a sandbox. It comes down to how the users use it and what you want. So if you do sign up, make sure you join the AI chat, share those strategies there, and we can chat about them. And we'll give you all the support you need on the website as well. Again, bear with me on the tutorial videos. They're coming. Once I get the forex set up, we'll go from there for the forex strategies. But yeah, I think that's it, man. So I appreciate you guys tuning in. I will see you tomorrow. Be a little more lively tomorrow. And we'll be a little bit earlier as well. Discord, just search LuxAlgo Discord like this on Google. This first one right there, you can just click that. This is our Discord right here. Or you could just go discord.gg/lux. You can do that as well. And again, it's free to join that, so you can learn a little more, and you can send me a message if you want. But besides that, yeah, guys, best prop firm deals, just go to luxalgo.com/prop-firms, or go to just the LuxAlgo website, resources, prop firms here, and you can see the best suggested strategies on CFDs and futures and get the best deals there. And also, lastly, one more time, 50% off the AI right now. You have to get the ultimate plan. We also have a bunch of free indicators, by the way, if you go to the library. But you do have to get the ultimate plan if you want to try out the AI and use it. It's $360 for the year. You also have a 30-day money-back guarantee. So,
Make sure to take use of that if for some reason you're interested in automation but don't have the time or don't really want to, if you, in my opinion, it's like the automation is going to save you a lot of time in the future. So take the time to learn it. Once you do learn it for the first time and you set up automation on whatever asset you want to trade for the first time, then it's super easy to play around with and find like super profitable strategies. So I'd recommend signing up now. You only got till the 31st. So yeah, guys, I'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate you tuning in. Hopefully we can answer more questions, come back with them if you have them after you checked it out. And yeah, be safe out there. Make sure you're properly risking. That's the biggest thing. Don't over-risk yourself. Make sure you're calculating your risk properly, especially with having a bot trade you. You want to make sure because you never know when it could have a bigger max drawdown than this. That's kind of what I discovered with NG today. It's like NG too, but on the euro today, had the biggest move it's had in months. Hasn't had a move this big in a long time. So that's one thing where it comes down to being unlucky on certain volatility spikes. That's just how it happens, especially with Trump as president. A lot more volatility in the market. So find strategies that can function through some volatility as well. And that's why we have the AI. It'll allow you to find strategies for anything. So appreciate you guys. Because it's 50% off the yearly. Monthly price is so high because the yearly is 50% off. The monthly is not 50% off. But appreciate you guys tuning in. I will see you guys tomorrow. And yeah, again, stay safe and watch that risk.